Hello everyone. Question is, an engineer made a change to an application and needs to select a deployment strategy that meets the following requirements. Is simple and fast. Can be performed on two identical platforms. Which of the following strategies should the engineer use? Option A blue-green, option B canary, option C rolling, option D in place. Correct answer is option A. Question is, the Change Control Board received a request to approve a configuration change 10 deploy in the cloud production environment. Which of the following should have already been completed? Option A penetration test. Option B end-to-end security testing. Option C cost benefit analysis. Option D user acceptance testing. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a customer is migrating applications to the cloud and wants to grant authorizations based on the classification levels of each system. Which of the following should the customer implement to ensure authorizations to systems is granted when the user and system classifications properties match? Select two options. Option A resource tagging. Option B discretionary access control. Option C multi-factor authentication. Option D role-based access control. Option E token-based authentication. Option F bastion host. Correct answer is option B and option D. Question is, a system surpasses 75% to 80% of resources consumption. Which of the following scaling approaches is the most appropriate? Option A trending, option B manual, option C load, option D scheduled. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a network administrator is building a site-to-site VPN tunnel from the company's headquarters office, the company's public cloud deployment network. The network administrator confirms the following. The VPN tunnel is established on the headquarter office firewall. While inside the office, developers report that they cannot connect to the development network resources. While outside the office on a client VPN, developers report that they can connect to the development network resources. The office and the client VPN have been different IP subnet ranges. The firewall flow logs show VPN traffic is reaching the development network from the office. Which of the following is the next step the next network administrator should take to troubleshoot the VPN tunnel? Option A review the development network routing table. Option B change the ciphers on the site-to-site VPN. Option C restart the site-to-site VPN tunnel. Option D check the ACLS on the development workloads. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a company's ManWave application is no longer accessible via the internet. The cloud administrator investigates and discovers the application is accessible locally and only via an IP access. Which of the following was misconfigured? Option A IP, Option B DHCP, Option C NAT, Option D DNS. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a cloud engineer is provisioning a new application that requires access to the organization's public cloud resources. Which of the following is the best way for the cloud engineer to authenticate the application? Option A access key, Option B API, Option C MFA token, Option D username and password. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a security engineer identifies a vulnerability in a containerized application. The vulnerability can be exploited by a privileged process to read TIE content of the host memory. The security engineer reviews the following Docker file to determine a solution to mitigate similar exploits. Which of the following is the best solution to prevent similar exploits by privileged processes? Option A adding the user My App user instruction. Option B patching the host running the Docker daemon. Option C changing from ALPINER 3.17 to from Alpine latest. Option D running the container with the ready-only file system configuration. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a cross-site request forgery vulnerability exploited a web application that was hosted in a public IaaS network. A security engineer determined that deploying a WAF in blocking mode at a CDN would prevent the application from being exploited again. However, a week after implementing the WAF, the application was exploited again. Which of the following should the security engineer do to make the WAF control effective? Option A configure the DDoS protection on the CDN. Option B install endpoint protection software on the VMs. Option C add an ACL to the VM subnet. Option D deploy an IDS on the IaaS network. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a cloud engineer wants containers to run the latest version of a container-based image to reduce the number of vulnerabilities. The applications in use required Python 3.10 and are not compatible with any other version. The containers images are created every time a new version is released from the source image. Given the container Docker file below, which of the following actions will achieve the objectives with the least effort? Option A perform Docker pull before executing Docker run. Option B execute Docker update using a local cron to get the latest container version. Option C change the image to use Python that is latest on the image build process. Option D. Update the Docker file to pin the source image version. Correct answer is option A. Question is, an engineer wants to scale several cloud workloads on demand. Which of the following approaches is the most suitable? Option A. Load. Option B. Scheduled. Option C. Manual. Option D. Trending. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a software engineer is integrating an application to the cloud that is WebSocket based. Which of the following applications is the engineer most likely deploying? Option A. Image sharing. Option B. Data visualization. Option C. Chat. Option D. File transfer. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a company has decided to adopt a microservices architecture for its applications that are deployed to the cloud. Which of the following is a major advantage of this type of architecture? Option A. Increased security. Option B. Simplified communication. Option C. Reduced server cost. Option D. Rapid feature deployment. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a developer is deploying a new version of a containerized application. The DevOps team wants no disruption, no performance degradation, cost-effective deployment, minimal deployment time. Which of the following is the best deployment strategy given the requirements? Option A. Canary. Option B. In place. Option C. Blue-green. Option D. Rolling. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a healthcare organization must follow strict compliance requirements to ensure that PII is not leaked. The cloud administrator needs to ensure the cloud email system can support this requirement. Which of the following should the organization enable? Option A. IPS. Option B. OLP. Option C. ACL. Option D. WAF. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a developer is testing code that will be used to deploy a wave farm in a public cloud. The main code block is a function to create a load balancer and a loop to create 1.000 wave servers, as shown below. The developers run the code against the company's cloud account and observes that the load balancer is successfully created, but only 100 wave servers have been created. Which of the following should the developer do to fix this issue? Option A. Request an increase of instance quota. Option B. Run the code multiple times until all servers are created. Option C. Check the my_wave server function to ensure it is using the right credentials. Option D. Place the my_load_balancer function after the loop. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a cloud developer is creating a static website that customers will be accessing globally. Which of the following services will help reduce latency? Option A VPC, Option B Application Load Balancer, Option C CDN, Option D API Gateway. Correct answer is option C. Question is a technician receives an email from a vendor who is requesting payment of an invoice for human resources services. The email contains a request for bank account numbers. Which of the following types of attacks does this behavior most likely indicate? Option A malware, Option B cryptojacking, Option C ransomware, Option D phishing. Correct answer is option D. Question is which of the following service options would provide the best availability for critical applications in the event of a disaster? Option A edge computing, Option B cloud bursting, Option C availability zones, Option D multi-cloud tenancy. Correct answer is option C. Question is a company migrated its CRM system to a SaaS solution. The security team is updating the RAG metrics for the newly migrated CRM. Given the following table, which of the following responsibility assignments best aligns with the shared responsibility model for the new CRM? Option A data center security, Option B CRM software security, Option C CRM server patching, Option D CRM deployment lifecycle. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a cloud engineer is designing a cloud-native three-tier application. The engineer must adhere to the following security-based practices. Minimal services should run on all layers of the stack. The solution should be vendor agnostic. Viralization could be used over physical hardware. Which of the following concepts should the engineer use to design the system to best meet these requirements? Option A virtual machine, Option B microservices, Option C fan out, Option D cloud provided managed services. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a junior cloud administrator was recently promoted to cloud administrator and has been added to the cloud administrator group. The cloud administrator group is the only one that can access the engineering VM. The new administrator unsuccessfully attempts to access the engineering VM. However, the other administrators can access it without issue. Which of the following is the best way to identify the root cause? Option A rebooting the engineering VM. Option B reviewing the administrator's permissions to access the engineering VM. Option C allowing connections from 0.0.0.070 to the engineering VM. Option D performing a packet capture on the engineering VM. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a critical security patch is required on a network load balancer in a public cloud. The organization has a major sales conference next week, and the chief executive officer does not want any interruptions during the demonstration of an application behind the load balancer. Which of the following approaches should the cloud security engineer take? Option A ask the management team to deploy the conference. Option B apply the security patch after the event. Option C asks the upper management team to approve an emergency patch window. Option D apply the security patch immediately before the conference. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a cloud engineer was deploying the company's payment processing application, but it failed with the following error log. Error: root transaction failed HTTP 429 response. Please try again. Which of the following are the most likely causes for this error? Choose two options. Option A, API throttling. Option B, API gateway outage. Option C, web server outage. Option D, oversubscription. Option E, unauthorized access. Option F, insufficient quota. Correct answer is option A and option F. Question is, a company uses containers stored in a Docker hub to deploy workloads or its IaaS infrastructure. The development team releases changes to the containers several times per hour. Which of the following should a cloud engineer do to prevent the proprietary code from being exposed to third parties? Option A, use IAC to deploy the IaaS infrastructure. Option B, convert the containers to VMs. Option C, deploy the containers over SSH. Option D, use private repositories for the containers. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a cloud engineer wants to replace the current on-premises unstructured data storage with a solution in the cloud. The new solution needs to be cost-effective and highly scalable. Which of the following types of storage would be best to use? Option A, file. Option B, block. Option C, object. Option D, SAN. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, an administrator is setting up a cloud backup solution that requires the following features: cost-effective granular recovery, multi-location. Which of the following backup types best meets these requirements? Option A, off-site, full, incremental, and differential. Option B, cloud site, full, and differential. Option C, on-site, full, and incremental. Option D, on-site, full, and differential. Correct answer is option A. Question is, an organization needs to retain its data for compliance reasons but only when required. Which of the following would be the most cost-effective type of tiered storage? Option A, warm. Option B, hot. Option C, archive. Option D, cold. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a cloud administrator shortens the amount of time a backup runs. An executive in the company requires a guarantee that the backups can be restored with no data loss. Which of the following backup features should the administrator test for? Option A, encryption. Option B, retention. Option C, schedule. Option D, integrity. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a company requests that its cloud administrator provision virtual desktop for every user. Given the following information: 100 users are at the company. A maximum of 30 users work at the same time. Users cannot be interrupted while working on the desktop. Which of the following strategies will reduce cost the most? Option A. Provisioning VMs of varying sizes to match user needs. Option B. Configuring a group of VMs to share with multiple users. Option C. Using VMs that have spot availability. Option D. Setting up the VMs to turn off outside of business hours at night. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following is the most cost-effective and efficient strategy when migrating to the cloud? Option A. Retire. Option B. Re-platform. Option C. Retain. Option D. Refactor. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a company recently migrated to a public cloud provider. The company's computer incident response team needs to configure native cloud services for detailed logging. Which of the following should the team implement on each cloud service to support root cause analysis of past events? Select two options. Option A. Log retention. Option B. Tracing. Option C. Log aggregation. Option D. Log rotation. Option E. Hashing. Option F. Encryption. Correct answer is option A and option C. Question is, an administrator used a script that worked in the past to create and tag 5 virtual machines. All of the virtual machines have been created, however, the administrator sees the following results. Which of the following is the most likely reason for this result? Option A. API throttling. Option B. Service quotas. Option C. Command deprecation. Option D. Compatibility issues. Correct answer is option C. Question is, an organization's security policy states that software applications should not exchange sensitive data in clear text. The security analyst is concerned about a software application that uses base64 to encode credit card data. Which of the following would be the best algorithm to replace base64? Option A. 3DES. Option B. AES. Option C. RC4. Option D. SHA3. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, an IT manager is migrating the production environment to the cloud but needs to keep control of the operating systems, patches, and settings of all resources. Which of the following deployment models will best meet the requirements? Option A. FAAS. Option B. PAAS. Option C. IaaS. Option D. SaaS. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a SaaS provider introduced new software functionality for customers as part of quarterly production enhancements. After an update is implemented, users cannot locate certain transactions from an inbound integration. During the investigation, the application owner finds the following error in the logs. Error is REST API deprecated. Call is no longer supported in this release. Which of the following is the best action for the application owner to take to resolve this issue? Option A. Update the custom integration to use a supported function. Option B. Include the custom integration in the quarterly testing scope. Option C. Ask the users to monitor the quarterly updates. Option D. Revert the application to the last stable quarterly release. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a cloud engineer is extending on-premises services to public cloud. The following design requirements must be considered in the overall solution. The ability to remotely connect systems from both environments, no IP address conflicts or overlap, cost effectiveness. Which of the following cloud network concepts best meets these requirements? Option A. Dedicated connection. Option B. VPN. Option C. VLAN. Option D. ACL. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a cloud engineer is developing an operating expense report that will be used to purchase various cloud billing models for virtual machine instances. The cloud billing model must meet the following requirements. The instance cannot be ephemeral. The minimum life cycle of the instance is expected to be 5 years. The software license is charged per physical CPU count. Which of the following models would best meet these requirements? Option A. Dedicated host. Option B. Spot instance. Option C. Pay as you go. Option D. Reserved resources. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following will best reduce the cost of running workloads while maintaining the same performance? Select two options. Option A. Instance size. Option B. Tagging. Option C. Reserved resources model. Option D. Spot instance model. Option E. Pay as you go model. Option D. F. Dedicated host model. Correct answer is option C and option D. Question is, a cloud engineer is troubleshooting an application that consumes multiple third-party REST APIs. The application is randomly expanding high latency, experiencing high latency. Which of the following would best help determine the source of the latency? Option A. Configuring centralized logging to analyze HTTP requests. Option B. Running a flow log on the network to analyze the packets. Option C. Configuring an API gateway to track all incoming requests. Option D. Enabling tracing to detect HTTP response times and codes. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following integration systems would best reduce unnecessary network traffic by allowing data to travel bidirectionally and facilitating real-time results for developers who need to display critical information within applications? Option A. REST API. Option B. RPC. Option C. GraphQL. Option D. WebSockets. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, which of the following cloud native architecture designs is the most easily maintained, decentralized, and decoupled? Option A. Monolithic. Option B. Hybrid cloud. Option C. Mainframe. Option D. Microservices. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following AI/ML technologies consumes text input to discern tone? Option A. Text recognition. Option B. Computer vision. Option C. Visual recognition. Option D. Sentiment analysis. Correct answer is option D. Question is, department supervisors have requested a report that will help them understand the utilization of cloud resources, make decisions about budgeting for the following year, and reduce costs. Which of the following are the most important requisite steps to create the report? Select two options. Option A. Set the desired retention of resource logs. Option B. Configure application tracing. Option C. Integrate email alerts with ticketing software. Option D. Enable resource tagging. Option E. Configure the collection of performance or utilization logs. Option F. Configure metric threshold alerts. Correct answer is option D and option E. Question is, a cloud solutions architect needs to design a solution that will collect a report and upload it to an object storage service every time a virtual machine is gracefully or non-gracefully stopped. Which of the following will best satisfy this requirement? Option A. An event-driven architecture that will send a message when the VM shuts down to a log collecting function that extracts and uploads the log directly from the storage volume. Option B. Creating a webhook that will trigger on VM shutdown API calls and upload the requested files from the volume attached to the VM into the object-defined storage service. Option C. An API of the object-defined storage service that will scrape the stopped VM disk and self-upload the required files as objects. Option D. A script embedded on the stopping VM's OS that will upload the logs on system shutdown. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following cloud deployment models is the best way to replicate a workload non-disruptively between on-premises servers and a public cloud? Option A. Public. Option B. Community. Option C. Private. Option D. Hybrid. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following is true of SSDs? Option A. SSDs do not have self-encrypting capabilities. Option B. SSDs have small storage capacities. Option C. SSDs can be used for high IOP applications. Option D. SSDs are used mostly in cold storage. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a company's content management system CMS service runs on an IaaS cluster on a public cloud. The CMS service is frequently targeted by a malicious threat actor using DDoS. Which of the following should a cloud engineer monitor to identify attacks? Option A. Network flow logs. Option B. Endpoint detection and response logs. Option C. Cloud provider event logs. Option D. Instance syslog. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a company that has several branches worldwide needs to facilitate full access to a specific cloud resource to a branch in Spain. Other branches will have only read access. Which of the following is the best way to grant access to the branch in Spain? Option A. Set up MFA for the users working at the branch. Option B. Create a network security group with required permissions for users in Spain. Option C. Apply a rule on the WAF to allow only users in Spain access to the resource. Option D. Implement an IPS or IDS to detect unauthorized users. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a video surveillance system records road incidents and stores the videos locally before uploading them to the cloud and deleting them from local storage. Which of the following best describes the nature of the local storage? Option A. Persistent. Option B. Ephemeral. Option C. Differential. Option D. Incremental. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a cloud solution needs to be replaced without interruptions. The replacement process can be completed in phases, but the cost should be kept as low as possible. Which of the following is the best strategy to implement? Option A. Blue-green. Option B. Rolling. Option C. In place. Option D. Canary. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a company wants to create a few additional VDIs so support vendors and contractors have a secure method to access the company's cloud environment. When a cloud administrator attempts to create the additional instances in the new locations, the operation is successful in some locations but fails in others. Which of the following is the most likely reason for this failure? Option A. Partial service outages. Option B. Regional service availability. Option C. Service quotas. Option D. Deprecated of functionality. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a cloud engineer is collecting web server application logs to troubleshoot intermittent issues. However, the logs are piling up and causing storage issues. Which of the following log mechanisms should the cloud engineer implement to address this issue? Option A. Splicing. Option B. Rotation. Option C. Sampling. Option D. Inspection. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following would allow a cloud engineer to flatten a deeply nested JSON log to improve readability for analysts? Option A. Grafana. Option B. Kibana. Option C. Elasticsearch. Option D. Logstash. Correct answer is option D. Question is, servers in the hot site are clustered with the main site. Option A. Network traffic is balanced between the main site and hot site servers. Option B. Offline server backups are replicated early from the main site. Option C. All servers are replicated from the main site in an online status. Option D. Which of the following best describes the characteristics of a hot site? Correct answer is option C. Question is, a company uses containers to implement a web application. The development team completed internal testing of a new feature and is ready to move the feature to the production environment. Which of the following deployment models would best meet the company's needs? while minimizing cost and targeting a specific subset of its users. Option A canary, Option B blue-green, Option C rolling, Option D in place. Correct answer is option A. Question is, which of the following describes the main difference between public and private container repositories? Option A. Private container repository access requires authorizations, while public repository access does not require authorization. Option B. Private container repositories are hidden by default and containers must be directly referenced, while public container repositories allow browsing of container images. Option C. Private container repositories must use proprietary licenses, while public container repositories must have open source licenses. Option D. Private container repositories are used to obfuscate the content of the Docker file, while public container repositories allow for Docker file inspection. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a systems administrator needs to configure backups for the company's on-premises VM cluster. The storage used for backups will be constrained on free space until the company can implement cloud backups. Which of the following backup types will save the most space, assuming the frequency of backups is kept the same? Option A snapshot, Option B full, Option C differential, Option D incremental. Correct answer is option D. Question is, an organization is hosting a seminar with 8 individuals who need to connect to their own dedicated VM. The technician used the following VM configurations: IP address DHCP, NIC 1 Gbps, network 10.1.10.0. Several users are unable to access their VMs. Which of the following best describes the reason? Option A. Not enough addresses are available. Option B. The routes are misconfigured. Option C. Too much traffic is on the network. Option D. DHCP is not working correctly on the VM. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a cloud infrastructure administrator updated the IP tables to block incoming connections and outgoing responses to 104.225.110.203. Which of the following vulnerability management steps is this an example of? Option A scanning scope, Option B remediation, Option C identification, Option D assessment. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a company recently set up a CDN for its photography and image sharing website. Which of the following is the most likely reason for the company's action? Option A to eliminate storage costs. Option B to improve site speed. Option C to enhance security of static assets. Option D to prevent unauthorized access. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following storage resources provides higher availability and speed for currently used files? Option A warm HDD, Option B, cold SSD. Option C, hot SSD. Option D, archive HDD. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a company receives files daily from a bank. The company requires that the files must be copied from the cloud storage resource to another cloud storage resource for further processing. Which of the following methods requires the least amount of effort to achieve the task? Option A, remote procedure call. Option B, SOAP. Option C, event-driven architecture. Option D, REST. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a bank informs an administrator that changes must be made to backups for long-term reporting purposes. Which of the following is the most important change the administrator should make to satisfy these requirements? Option A, location of the backups. Option B, type of the backups. Option C, retention of the backups. Option D, schedule of the backups. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a DevOps engineer is integrating multiple systems. Each system has its own API that exchanges data based on different application level transactions. Which of the following delivery mechanism would best support this integration? Option A, Enterprise Service Bus. Option B, Socket. Option C, RPC. Option D, Queue. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a security team recently hired multiple interns who all need the same level of access. Which of the following controls should the security team implement to provide access to the cloud environment with the least amount of overhead? Option A, MFA. Option B, discretionary access. Option C, local user access. Option D, group-based access control. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a cloud consultant needs to modernize a legacy application that can no longer address user demand and is expensive to maintain. Which of the following is the best migration strategy? Option A, retain. Option B, rehost. Option C, refactor. Option D, replatform. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a cloud engineer is exploring options to reduce the management overhead of the servers and network. Which of the following cloud services models should the engineer implement? Option A, SaaS. Option B, XaaS. Option C, PaaS. Option D, IaaS. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a cloud deployment uses three different VPCs. The subnets on each VPC need to communicate with the others over private channels. Which of the following will achieve this objective? Option A, deploying a load balancer to send traffic to the private IP addresses. Option B, creating peering connections between all VPCs. Option C, adding BGP routes using the VPC's private IP addresses. Option D, establishing identical routing tables on all VPCs. Correct answer is option B. Question is, following a ransomware attack, the legal department at a company instructs the IT administrator to store the data from the affected virtual machines for a minimum of 1 year. Which of the following is this an example of? Option A, recoverability. Option B, retention. Option C, encryption. Option D, integrity. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following best describes a system that keeps all different versions of a software separate from each other while giving access to all of the versions? Option A, code documentation. Option B, code control. Option C, code repository. Option D, code versioning. Correct answer is option D. Question is, an IT manager needs to deploy a cloud solution that meets the following requirements. User must use two authentication methods to access resources. Each user must have 10 GB of storage space by default. Which of the following combinations should the manager use to provision these requirements? Option A, OAuth 2.0 and ephemeral storage. Option B, OIDC and persistent storage. Option C, MFA and storage quotas. Option D, SSO and external storage. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a company serves customers globally from its website hosted in North America. A cloud engineer recently deployed new instances of the website in the European region. Which of the following is the most likely reason? Option A, to simplify workflow. Option B, to enhance security. Option C, to reduce latency. Option D, to decrease cost. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe.